Welcome to Ottoman Sunset. I had some thoughts, I did some research, and there was one strategy document on the Board Game Geek social media forum that described that a guy did several games, and about a third of the games the British simply sailed into Constantinople, which was also something that I found out, as you could have seen in my previous videos. So I'm going to play with British resolve should be -1 per fortification mine you add after the token is placed. And there should be also a rule that if the if the German U-boats block the channel, that is if it happens too early, there should be something also against that, because it will, it simply diminishes the tension. So the U-boats early enter play needs a fix. Then I also saw that the coups for Pakistan and India, they didn't amount to anything. So I'm going to change that as well. Coups should have repercussions at the very least. If you are inciting a revolt in India because the German meddling in First World War, then the British should gain 1 resolve. That would, I think, improve the game, because we have a heat wave. I'm in a bit of a hurry, as long as I can think. I'll try to explain it and play through it with that rule modification. Let's see, did I miss something? I don't think so. There are several variants mentioned in the book, but the general consensus is that they haven't even been playtested by Darin Levelov himself. So this is the game rules: forcing the narrows, morning deck, example play. Oh, okay, that's good to see an example play. This should be in the front of the book or in a separate book. And here they show an example of the game with the morning deck shuffled. And here is the designer notes, the re-release, Habsburg Eclipse. So I don't know where the variants are mentioned. They are not mentioned here. Yeah, so how are we going to set this up? We have the setup. And I still think that the first idea should be to try to survive the game. Murray, LNB. Let's see, brown is Murray. I don't know why it's called. Oh, it's a it's the name of the front. Okay, this is not yet. The English is Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia Townshend. This is not yet. Orange. This should be Dashkov. Tsar front. So we can keep the other oranges. Next, also if the Caucasus front is closed at the end of the game, you get gain 2 VP. I'm not sure how that would work. This is the fortification. Hamilton is also not yet. The Arabs are not yet. And Cyril is not yet. So you can keep the tokens as I can show, like so. Nearby, but off the board. There also should be off-map theater. This is the square tokens, red, blue, and green. Yeah, so what happens is that oh yeah, also so first of all, British resolve should be -1 per fortification that is over here that you build after the token is placed, or before the token is placed. So if you build this, and this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This means that they can only succeed to sail into Constantinople by beating all the numbers. And if they fail once, then they just give up. I think that this is the perfect way to play this game. This part. Second rule would be coups should have repercussions. So if you gain a coup, you gain a victory. The victory can be used as a +1 if you are losing your national will. You will just celebrate, feast, and people will start believing into your Turkish ideal yet again. But it will cost you your token, of course. Yeah, so and also if the U-boats start earlier than the British fortitude track, then they should be shuffled back into the deck into the middle of the deck, somewhere like that. Armies advancing through Turkish territory, that is the Turkish flags. Advancing through means to enter into, or to enter or pass through, but it is the target value. The target value. So if they retreat, for example, there's no problem. There's no modification. But this means that they are facing local resistance. So there are some guerrillas that will try to sabotage any progress by this army. So the number that you have to beat is -1 if it is on a flag. If it tries to enter into a flag, there is no check here, but for example, if Murray wants to enter into Jerusalem, he will have to, he has a -1. That counts for also the yellow flag and the red flag. And off-map theater, any success token can be spent to increase stability, as I said. I think that is all the things that make it more thematic and more stable, and gives more weight to the things that you do in the tokens that you place. Okay, hope that's clear enough, and bye for now.